Eritrea, Egypt, Iran, Iraq, China, Turkey, Syria, and other such places where the Word of God and Christianity is persecuted. They would like to see one Bible. Recently found out that my full name is Paul Harlan Popov, something I did not know for 35 years. I am born in a city called Burgas, Bulgaria. My father was known in Bulgaria as the evangelist.
Jesus Christ came to bring us salvation of our souls.
The Russians kept an eye on what was happening in the churches. They saw the revival that was not only happening in my father's church, but in several other evangelical churches. 1948, 4 o'clock in the morning, the door was slamming, bang, bang, bang. I slept through it. Family woke up, all policemen came in, and they grabbed papers and documents, whatever they could find, address books, whatever they could do. And they took my daddy away. We found out that my uncle was arrested. We found out that 15 other pastors were arrested at the same time. Later, they were brought to a camp called Belene. There was no food, nothing organized. There was just too many prisoners. Estimates are that of the 12,000 prisoners that were on that island, only 4,000 survived. The church in Bulgaria was in a difficult situation. They did not know what to believe, but they all knew that if they were helping the families, that they themselves get into trouble. So it became a difficult time for my family. Every 6 months we were allowed to write a letter. He was allowed to write to us. The thing that stood out most, that Father was giving them hope, the message of Christ. And he said, God, if I survive this, I will devote the rest of my life to you 100%. However, sometimes when those 6 months has gone and there was no letter coming, our fear was that he was no longer around. It took 15 years before I had a chance to meet my dad again.
By God's grace and mercy, I survived. After 13 years and 2 months, my prison term finished.
In Sweden, the New Year's Eve is brought in with all the Lutheran church bells ringing. Snow all over. We were the only people at the airport, and my dad arrived at 12 o'clock midnight, and we were once again a family, being the happiest moment in my life. He said, Paul, we have no Bibles in Bulgaria. I want to print Bibles. I would like to start radio broadcasting. Father was the first one who preached the gospel in the Bulgarian language over the airwaves.
The mission broadcasts the gospel into...
You might be wondering why I am not showing my face, but because my work involves a lot of secret operations in foreign countries, I will not be able to go there if I show my face. One thing we can do is to encourage and remind those who are in prison that they are not forgotten. And we must not just pray one day of the persecuted church, we must do it on a regular basis. Our life is very short here on earth. Do we spend our time in the proper proportions, or are we spending our time on things that are not have any eternal value? We need to be vigilant, we need to stay close to the Word, we need to stay close to Jesus Christ, because eternity is so much more important than the short life we have here on earth.